guys, and welcome to another episode of WASOLO. Today, as the title suggests, I have quit my job. So I'm going camping by myself, as you do when you quit your job. So yeah, today was my last day. So I've decided I'm going to head off on a cheeky little overnight camp in the beautiful Avon Valley region, and tonight I'm going to attempt to cook up an iconic burger on the fire. So continuing with my camp burger cook-ups, and have a few drinks around the fire, and have an attempt at cooking a rather iconic burger. I think you'll recognise it when I'm doing it. And, so I'm just going to drop some air out of these tyres, and then I'm going to head on down that track there, and we'll get started. So we'll see you down the track.
You leave me, keep me in your headspace. And creeping in the night, keeping me in the back lane. Hate it when you leave, when you're taking my time. Leave me alone for the rest of the night. Some things they have the upper hand in my mind, running me around thinking that you're mine. Always put me down while you have a finger pointing at me.
Well, as you can see, there is a little bit of water out here. I have seen it worse, so it's not too bad. This is the middle of winter, so if you're wondering when this was filmed, it is pretty much the end of July. So I know it's nearly summer, end of November when you'll see this episode, because that's how far ahead of content I am. But so me quitting my job is probably old news, and I'm still waiting on a new in-car camera mount to come along, so I have to improvise with the handheld at the moment. Another puddle here, nothing too big, but yeah, it's only a quick drive down to the river here. I'm hoping to nab an awesome spot I saw last year. Hopefully there's enough room and level ground for me to get my car on there, otherwise I'll find another spot. But now I've got the winch, I'm a bit more keen and comfortable getting out into places like this. I do have one interesting little crossing to do, a little creek crossing with a jump up that is very soft at the bottom. So if I do manage to get myself stuck, I've got the winch to get myself out with. So it'd be nice to be able to actually use it, or do I not want to use it? We'll see how we go. Anyhow, a little bit further up this track, we'll start heading down into the valley. So we'll see you there.
The same thing, and tell me why you faking, 'cause ain't nobody making me.
Alrighty, interesting drive down the hill. A little bit slippery, but not too bad. A couple of little jump ups there that'll be interesting on the way out tomorrow, but they're nothing too serious. So, alright, I'm going to try and find this spot that I spotted a while ago. I've got one more crossing to do, I think, and then hopefully I should be at the spot that I want. Now there's a bit of water in here, but it's not too bad. There's also a lot of tree stumps around which I need to avoid, and a bit of a puddle here, but not too bad. And yeah, alright, I think I'm coming up to that crossing, so I'll jump off the camera now and go across it. Alright, yeah, nah, it doesn't look too bad. It's doesn't even look that wet. Alright, but I better put the camera up because could get some good footage. Alright, see you on the other side. Alright, I reckon I have found myself the almost perfect spot. So the track is up there, I'm in the valley, and I don't know if you can hear it, but there's the mighty Avon River right there. Now in a week or so's time the Avon descent will be on, so there'll be boats going through there racing to get to the finish line, but not this weekend. Hopefully I've got this little area all to myself tonight, and I can sit down and tell you what's next for me, like I promised all those months ago in that extra video I put up. So yeah, looking forward to setting up camp, having a nice cold ginger beer, and getting the fire going, I reckon. I don't think I'll be using that. I've got my own fire pit, prefer to use my own fire pit, so God knows what's buried in that, but yeah, I won't be using that. I'll use my own fire pit. So alright, let's get camp set up and I can enjoy a nice ginger beer. Alright, well that is camp all set up. I'll show you around in a sec, and probably light the fire. Oh no, it's one thing I haven't done yet. Must do, the obligatory. I have set up camp. Ginger beer. Here we go. Somebody needs to email Matzos for me and let them know there's this great YouTuber that puts a cheers out with the Matzos every single time he sets up camps. Cheers. Oh, thank God it's the frickin' weekend. What an awesome spot. I'll show you around with some lovely B-roll while I light the fire, but yeah, doesn't get any better than this. Cheers.
Underground for so long, in the dark, I forgot how the sunlight feels. Hidden just out of reach, down below, waiting for time to reveal 100 new colors in me. Even if it takes 100,000 years to finally shine, unlike any other, something undiscovered, left to crystallize. Give it time, put it under pressure, hold it to the fire, a diamond in disguise to shine.
Alright, so as I crack open my second ginger beer, dodge the odd rain shower, there's a bit of blue sky up there, and take in the serenity of this spot, hoping that nobody else will come down. I can't see anybody else coming down anywhere near me, so I'm actually looking forward to a quiet night on my, and that's why I came out here, because when you quit your job and it's your last day, there's a lot of emotions going on in the background, and I just wanted to get away from everything, sit down by the campfire, have myself a few drinks and a nice cook up, and just take it all in, because it's not every day you pack up your job. Now, I've been managing warehouses, factories, and recently a fabrication factory for a fencing company, and I've been doing this for the best part of 30 years, and before that I was a truck driver traveling all over the state. So I've been managing teams of people for quite some time, and I'm getting to a point in my life where I needed a change. So I decided I'm going to have a change, and an opportunity has risen. And no, I'm not going full-time YouTubing. I need about 100,000 more subscribers before I get to that level. So if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and help me get to at least 3,000 subscribers, will you? Now, I know a lot of people harp on about only 30% of people that watch their channel are actually subscribed to the channel, but you find that some people will click on a link rather than log into YouTube and watch the videos through there. So it's not always true, that particular statistic, because I know a few people that watch my videos and they've actually said, oh, I didn't log in, I just clicked on the link on Facebook and I watched your video like that. So that way you don't get an actual subscriber click a view. So if you are going to watch, please log in. Nah, I mean, that statistic doesn't really bother me. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about full-time YouTubing, because I'm not doing it. With the little amount that AdSense pays me every couple of months, it's not enough to pay that thing off. I'll give you the tip. It's not enough to do anything else. So an opportunity has risen for me to do a complete sea change. So while today was my last day in my last job, I was going to say current job then, but I'm currently not working for them. So I have got a job to go to, and on Monday morning I start work with, and you might know them, West Coast 4x4 Recovery. So they now have 3 trucks, and Sean has been trying to drive all 3 trucks for the past few months, and he needs a bit of help. So I have offered my services, and now I'm going to go out and drive a recovery truck, mainly on-road, but you'll probably see me a little bit off-road as well. So you know the vehicles we've got the Unimog. I can say we now because I actually work for them. So we got the Unimog, which everybody knows, that's the ultimate weapon in the arsenal. Also got the 4-wheel drive tilt tray, which I've used once, helped Sean out one weekend for a recovery up at Lancelin. And now we've got the on-road tow truck tilt tray. So I'll be driving that predominantly, that will be mine. But of course I'll be giving Sean a hand whenever he needs it for other work as well. So if you break down or have a crash, especially in the northern suburbs, there's a chance I might come and rescue you. Otherwise, message me and I'll come and rescue you anyway. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. Now, I must admit, I've never worked in the towing industry before. I have worked in the truck driving industry. I've been in transport and logistics most of my life. So driving a vehicle or driving a truck is nothing new to me at all. However, what's going on the back is a little bit different. But it'll take me a little bit of getting used to, but I am much looking forward to it. And by the time you've seen this video, which will be the end of November, beginning of December, somewhere around there I would imagine, July, August, September, October, November, I would have been doing it for 4 or 5 months. So I have a bit of experience under my belt by then. So you can call me and trust me with your vehicle if you need it moved. But yeah, so there you go. I have quit my job. I've gone camping. I'm having some drinks, taking in the serenity of this place. gathering my thoughts and a little bit of alone time, enjoying a solo run in the Hilux. So I hope you're enjoying this WASOLO episode. As I said, I'm going to change direction with the WASOLO. It's going to be more me on my own out exploring different parts of the countryside. Now this wasn't too bad coming in here, however, I'll show you on the way out. There's a little section just before this campsite that was a little bit and when I did drop into it I was a little bit but you know, I have got the winch now for added security. So if I'd gotten myself into trouble I could have pulled myself out, which is why I'm now happy to venture into places where I may need to winch myself out, and that's the whole point of having it. So I'm going to enjoy a couple more of these, or I might switch to a bourbon after this one. Let the campfire burn down to some coals, and then I'm going to cook one of the world's most iconic burgers, I guess, but with my little twist. So we'll look forward to that. All right, cheers guys. Alright, so it's getting close to that time. Hang on a second. My drink's over here. Switch to the bourbons now. So it's getting close to that time to get ready to start cooking. So tonight's burger is my take on an iconic world-renowned burger. And basically it consists of 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. So yes, I am going to make what I am going to call the bushmac, and yeah, I've never done it before, so interested to see how it turns out. But there's a little bit of prep involved in this one which I won't bore you with, and once it's all ready to start cooking we'll chuck it on the fire. The fire still needs to burn down just a little bit. A little bit of drizzle just came through, so I'm taking the opportunity just to film this while it's not drizzling. So, so yeah, my take on that iconic burger. I won't name it, but you know what it is. I'm going to do the bushmac. So we'll do a bit of prep and we'll get stuck into it, eh? All right, time to start throwing stuff on the fire. So first of all, the onions. We'll stick them in the corner and get some colour into them. Alright, now I have just seasoned them with a little bit of salt, a little bit of oil, so they'll sizzle away in the corner. We'll put our 2 beef patties in. Now one of them had split a little bit, but should be all good. I don't think that'll be a problem. The other one out. Chuck that on, let them sizzle away a little bit. I'll just put a little bit of oil on those. Rub it in a bit. Season them with a bit of salt. And let them cook away. I suspect that one there is going to fall apart, but we'll try and nurse it and see how it goes. And it's just starting to rain. Never mind. A bit of water didn't hurt anybody, eh? Alright, so I just want the onions to go translucent. I don't really want to frazzle them, so they're pretty much done. I'll just stick them over in the corner. They can sit there and keep warm. And the burgers are 3/4 of the way there, so nearly done. Okay, rain is starting to kick in now, so change of camera angle. Let's toast the buns. Well, burnt that one. That's all right. Oh, Jesus, the smoke. We'll chuck that in there. We'll chuck that in there. Cheese on. Those patties are just about done, so we'll chuck some cheese on. That's toasted. We'll get them out of the rain. Alright, so dodging the drizzle. The drizzle has just set in as I want to serve my dinner, so that's alright. Okay, let's assemble this burger, shall we? So, we need a pickle and a knife and lettuce. So, let's start assembling the burger. One patty with cheese. Some onion. Oh, I actually don't know how they assemble the actual burger that I am mimicking here because I don't work at said place. So I'm just going to do my version of it. So there we go. One patty, some pickle, some special sauce. Excuse the fingers, but it is my burger. Secondary bun, like that. Second patty. More onion. More pickle. More sauce. Doesn't exactly come out of this bottle inspiringly, but never mind. That will do. And last but not least, the lettuce. And the top of the bun. And there we go. My version, or should I say, the Bush Mac. And I'll get the other camera out so you can actually see it properly, all right?
Something undiscovered, left to crystallize. Give it time, put it under pressure.
I reckon that looks better than the original. What do you reckon? The Bush Mac. Do you want one? Drop a comment below and let me know. And yeah, I'm looking forward to tucking into that. I won't let you watch me eat it because yeah, that's not a sight you want to be seen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tucking into that. All right, cheers, guys.
Catching your eye, shine, unlike any other. Something undiscovered, left to crystallize.
Honey, tastes just like a Big Mac, but better.
Diamond in disguise, meant to shine. Meant to shine. Meant
Alright guys, well I can tell you that burger was friggin' awesome. I am full, so it's a little bit drizzly, which to be expected, it is winter, so I'm just going to enjoy my evening sitting around the fire watching this on the telly. What more could you want? So yeah, I've got an equally as good, if not better feed organised for the morning, so can't wait for that. I'm going to cook up a nice brekkie before I head out of here in the morning. So yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight guys. I will see you in the morning. Oh, good morning guys. Welcome to the early Saturday morning banks of the Avon River. What a cracking spot as I enjoy my morning cup of coffee in my new Yeti cup that the wife bought me. It's freaking awesome. Keeps the coffee hot for ages, but still drinkable, unlike the sealed ones where you have to wait 3 hours before you can actually drink your cup of coffee. But anyhow, overcast morning, so as you can see it's a bit cloudy, and it has been drizzling most of the night, so it should make this morning's exit through that boggy patch a little bit more interesting. Hopefully I won't get into too much trouble, but we'll see how we go. A little bit of water overnight, but not too much. It's just been drizzling. It hasn't really been raining heavily, so it's a bit soggy around the edges, but apart from that, not a bad night. Well, I didn't really sleep that well, a lot on my mind. Sounds of water, and just across the other side of the river there is actually the eastbound Avon railway, so it's a few trains go through there over night time, and occasionally they blast their horn, which scares the absolute crap out of you, but that's alright. But yeah, it was a nice relaxing night anyway, around the fire and lying in the swag. So yeah, I'm going to cook myself a hearty breakfast this morning, something I have kind of done a little bit before. I'm going to do maple, bacon and banana, but I'm going to do it on fried brioche bread this time and see how that tastes. So I'm looking forward to cooking that and trying out the new hot plate on the new stove, so it should be good. And then I'll pack up camp and head out of here. So I'm just going to enjoy my coffee by the edge of the river, and then I'll go and enjoy some breakfast. Alright, I'll see you up there when I'm cooking some breakfast. Okay, so obviously ingredients: bacon, banana, butter, and some brioche bread. Now I tried to get some non-sliced brioche bread because I wanted some nice thick slice, but I could only find sliced, but it's toast sliced, so that's a bonus, so we'll use that. So we'll get some heat into this hot plate, chop up some of this gear, and we'll get cooking. Now, never cooked on this hot plate before, so this could either be really good or disastrous. We'll see how we go. I reckon 3 rashers of bacon should be enough, because I don't think you can ever have too much bacon. Your doctor will probably tell you can, but I won't. There we go. Alright, time to chuck the food on. Now I did just season this hot plate off camera, put a bit of oil on it, gave it a bit of a clean, so to make sure there's no nasties. Now with the banana, you do need heaps of butter. That is hot. There you go. Obviously the table's not level because all the butter's run into the back there, but that's alright. Might get yourself a pair of tongs. Alright, just turn all this banana over. So banana all turned. Turn all the bacon over, start to mix it all in. Get that random piece of bacon that's tried to escape. Now, of course, the other bit of ingredient that I forgot to mention is the maple syrup. So put that on there so it gets a chance to cook a little bit in the maple syrup. And don't be scared, be generous. Whoop. Oh, I can smell the maple syrup. Mix it all up so you get maple syrup on everything. Turn that right down. That's what I like about this one. You can actually vary the heat rather than the hyper flame where it's on or it's off. All right. Time to toast the bread. Now normally I'd put butter on bread when I'm toasting it, but given brioche is made with heaps of butter, I don't think it needs any more. So we'll whack one over here, but there's nothing to say you can't scoop up some of the juices from over there. Get them on the bread. Wow, that smells awesome. Doesn't take long to toast bread on the hot plate by the looks of it. Get a few more juices going there. Might as well mop it all up. And I reckon that is done. So, coffee gone cold yet? No, still warm. Let's make it fancy, hey? Round ends out. Bacon and banana. Why am I hearing dinging? Is dinner ready? Is breakfast ready? Definitely hearing dinging. And of course, a little bit more maple syrup. And there we go. That is a hearty breakfast if ever I've had one. I'm going to enjoy that, and might get the other camera out just to get a bit of a close-up of it, and then I'll pack up camp and head out of here. So, yep, I'm going to tuck into that. Cheers, guys. Alright, this is the section I was talking about last night. Through here. Obviously I'm not going to go through there, but you have to cut up through there, and that section there is a little bit ordinary, so it's got a bit more water in it now than I had yesterday, but we'll give it a crack, see how we go. There's a nice big tree up there I can winch off if I do get stuck, and it's not that deep, so we'll see how we go. Alright, so that's the bits I didn't show you yesterday. It's getting very wet in here, so I'm going to put the camera down and concentrate on getting out of here before I get myself into strife. But yeah, it is getting very wet in here. The climb out's going to be interesting. Shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see how we go. And if I get a chance to film that jump up, I'll film that, but the rest will be done from in the car. So just down this last little gully here, and then we'll be back on the main track. So yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, it literally hasn't stopped drizzling since I started to pack up, which is just typical, but that's all good. We will survive for another day, I hope. But yeah, alright, let's put the camera down and get out of here, eh? Alright guys, well that is pretty much it for this episode. Episode 7 of WASOLO, I think it is now. So I've done a few. A wet and soggy end to an episode, but you get that in winter. It's a good time to sit down and reflect about the past and have a look at what's ahead. And don't mind telling you, I'm a little bit scared, but scared and excited, you know. Stepping into the unknown, but I'm looking forward to the challenge. So roll on Monday morning, and of course by the time you've seen this video I would have been doing it for a while now, so probably not scared anymore. But anyway, just like to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. If you'd like to become a Patreon, thank you to our Patreon supporters for making this help making this possible. And if you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, then the link is in the description. Or you can head over to our website at www.perth4before-adventures.com and you can buy some of our merch. Now I am looking at upgrading the design sometime in the not too distant future, but that's a future thing, not a now thing. So if you want to head on into the webpage and grab yourself a t-shirt or a stubby holder or a hat, you're more than welcome to. So again, thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.